One of the most difficult parts of building your teaching disposition is the art of being authoritative without being an authoritarian. Take the following statement by a teacher, for example. Quote, "That's enough of your nonsense, Darius. Your story does not make sense. I told you time and time again that you must stick with the theme I gave you. Now sit down," end quote. The question I have is this. Are these the words of an authoritative teacher? Someone acting out of care to push a student to achieve? Or is this the tone of an authoritarian, someone trying to get student compliance and nothing more? The answer is simple. It depends. And it depends on one thing. Does the student trust the teacher? Stephen Brookfield in the book The Skillful Teacher says, quote, "Trust between teachers and students is the effective glue that binds educational relationships together. Not trusting teachers has several consequences for students. They are unwilling to submit themselves to the perilous uncertainties of new learning. They avoid risk. They keep their most deeply felt concerns private," end quote. In a 2008 article for Educational Leadership by Elizabeth Bondi and Doreen D. Ross, the authors say, quote, "In acting as a warm demander, how you say it matters, but who you are and what students believe about your intentions matter more. When students know that you believe in them, they will interpret even harsh-sounding comments as statements of care from someone with their best interests at heart." This means you can take two teachers and have them teach the same lesson to the same students in the same classroom and get different results. The teacher who has developed the intangibles, rapport, trust, authority, and respect will always get more out of her students. So how do you become authoritative without being an authoritarian? Well, first, you must use your power methodically. If you bulldoze students and discipline them too harshly, you will kill rapport and create resentment. This is particularly true of boys who tend to be less agreeable than girls. If your intentions are to control students, students will resist, and your classroom will sink into confrontation and resistance. In my first year of teaching, I had an entire class protest assignments and collectively decide not to do anything. I would threaten students by saying, "Fine, everyone fails." The students didn't care because they did not respect my authority. After I deliberately built relationships with students and created a positive disposition while demonstrating through my actions, not merely words, that I was on their team and that I wanted to help them, I earned the respect to demand that they get work done. This leads to the second point. You must earn the right to be authoritative. Jeff Duncan Andrade, in his study on defining and developing teachers in urban schools, says trust is a pillar of teaching. He quotes a teacher in his study as saying, "You must earn respect every day. If you want to be trustworthy, you must be consistent with your moods, interactions, and your fairness." Many of the teachers I have been around can't understand why students don't trust them. They think of trust as something that is automatic for teachers, like students are just going to trust them because they are in the position of teacher. But it doesn't work like that. You have to earn it every day out here. Just because you have a bond with a student today doesn't guarantee that that bond will be there tomorrow if you don't keep working on it. The third way to be more authoritative is to be consistent with your assertiveness. Being assertive displays confidence and personal power. You have to develop what the research calls your assertive voice. For assertiveness to sound genuine, however, you must use it consistently. Randomly being assertive makes you sound moody or angry. If you are consistent with your assertiveness, students interpret your directness and no-nonsense attitude as caring.